What if there was a world where English splits in two? One version purges all its Germanic roots to sound more French, while the other scrubs out the French to sound more Teutonic. You've just crossed into the Twilight Zone. This isn't fiction, it's the state of modern Hindustani, and today we're looking at Urdu. Go back about 800 years. It begins with a language called Dehlavi or Kariboli spoken in the city of Delhi and its surrounding area. Starting in the 12th century, Turkic Muslim dynasties conquered and ruled northern India. Their court spoke Persian, but the common people of the city spoke Dehlavi. This contact initiated the mixing process that would eventually give us Hindustani. There would be another catalyst, though this one was accidental. The Sultan of Delhi, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, was terrified of a hypothetical Mongol invasion. His brilliant solution was to force the entire elite of Delhi to relocate over 1,000 kilometers south to Daulatabad to establish a safer capital. We're gonna move the capital, it's gonna be amazing. It was a total disaster. A catastrophic loss of life followed. To make matters worse, the move actually made the north harder to defend, and the new capital was suffering from an outbreak of the plague. So the decision was quickly reversed, leading to more people dying on the way back. This massive blunder had unintended consequences. Some of the Dehlavi-speaking elite simply refused to go back north. Stranded in the Deccan, they formed a new state and mixed with the local Marathi and Telugu speakers. While the north stuck to Persian, the Dakhini developed independently in the south, creating a rich indigenous literary tradition. Fast forward 300 years, and the poet Wali Dakhini is visiting the Mughal court in Delhi. He then proceeded to demonstrate that his local Indian language is more than capable of high art, which is probably why he got the nickname Father of Urdu Poetry. That event kickstarted a literary revolution, but with a twist. The Delhi elite loved the concept, but they hated the execution. Wali's Dakhini sounded a little too rustic for their ears, so they initiated a movement of reform. They took the local poetic style and aggressively scrubbed out the Sanskrit and Southern vocabulary, replacing it with Persian equivalents. They essentially gentrified the language. But what exactly was borrowed? For starters, Urdu maintains Persian-specific sounds that are often assimilated in Hindi. Qaf, khe, ghain, ze, fe. More on Urdu phonology later in the video. The precise percentage of Persian vocabulary in Urdu varies significantly by register and level of formality. Academic studies estimate that approximately 25 to 30% of Urdu's total vocabulary consists of loanwords from Persian. Urdu treats Arabic words morphologically as if they were Persian. In poetry, law, and formal address, the percentage rises dramatically. For instance, the national anthem of Pakistan is close to entirely Persian in vocabulary, with only underlying grammatical particles being Indo-Aryan. Urdu took some specific grammatical structures directly from Persian. This morphological borrowing is what gives it its distinct capacity for diverse poetic expression. We're starting with izafat. It's a short vowel, used to link a noun and its modifier to form genitive constructions, adjectival modifications, and poetic metaphors. It reverses the native Urdu word order, giving you variety in your turn of phrase. Bear in mind that it's grammatically incorrect to use it with words derived from Sanskrit. Urdu utilizes Persian suffixes to pluralize words borrowed from Persian, obviously, creating a dual plural system alongside the system native to itself. Its capacity for word formation is exponentially increased by Persian affixes. These allow speakers to turn nouns into adjectives, agents, or locations. The Persian conjunction o is used to link two synonyms or related concepts to create a third meaning. Verbs are rarely directly borrowed. Instead, Urdu borrows a Persian noun or adjective and attaches a native auxiliary verb, like karna or hona, to it. You don't have to import a new verb conjugation system. It works just fine like this, and you can import as many words as you want now. You may have noticed Urdu is written in the Arabic abjad, in a modified version of the Nasta'liq style of Iranian origin. While Persian has mostly made the change to Naskh, Urdu is still predominantly written in the hanging font. But does it have the same issues as Persian, you might be asking yourself, given the channel you're on? No, it's got way bigger problems. Let me put it into perspective for you. Urdu distinguishes between dental and retroflex consonants, the, duh, with each category further differentiating between voiced and voiceless, the, duh, duh, as well as aspirated and unaspirated counterparts, the, duh, tuh. It further has 10 main vowels, which can be nasalized like in Portuguese or French. That's about 64 sounds to Arabic's 34. How could any abjad hope to write this down? Before you ask, they kept the emphatic consonants and they do the same thing Persian does with them. They had to do quite a bit of modification. First and foremost, putjashaga. But we also need to represent the retroflex consonants, which is done by taking existing letters and putting a small letter thaw above them. Arabic has no way of showcasing if a consonant is aspirated or not.
so the letter ha was duplicated, and the new modified version is used for this purpose exclusively. In Arabic and Persian, the letter ya handles both the consonant y and the long vowel e. Urdu splits it into two distinct shapes at the end of words to ensure correct pronunciation. One represents the sound e, the other the sounds e and a. To represent nasal vowels, Urdu uses a modified version of the letter nun with the dot removed. If all of that wasn't enough for you, you know how Japanese has honorifics? Urdu kego. Both languages will punish you for being too casual with a superior. In Urdu, you have to pick one of three pronouns, while in Japanese, the most polite thing you can do is not use a pronoun at all. While Japanese has a separate conjugation system for politeness, in Urdu, you simply change the number from singular to plural. They, like in German. In polite, eloquent speech, it's normal to use older or poetic expressions in both languages, where in Urdu, that means peppering as many Persian and Arabic loanwords as possible. You're probably already familiar with the word order subject-object-verb, right? I rock up the hill roll. Urdu has gendered nouns and verbs, which means I male, rock female, up the hill female, roll first person male. But that's in the present tense. In the past tense, Urdu utilizes something called split ergativity. If there is a direct object, the word order changes to subject-verb-object and takes up a structure similar to a passive construction in English. Urdu has an actual passive voice, but it was easier to explain using that example. Remember how earlier I told you could take a Persian noun and add a verb to it to make another verb? Well, in Urdu, you can actually glue two verbs together too. In English, we don't burn buildings, we burn down buildings. It's something like phrasal verbs. What happens in Urdu is you take the main verb, you take off the infinitive ending, you keep the root, and then you glue a helper verb onto it that actually loses its meaning and provides a different kind of intensity, direction, or mood, without changing the core action. You've probably heard the Shura duplication that we do in English. Video schmidio, go get a job! Urdu has a version of this. Video widio, go get a... I feel like the Foreign Service Institute's categories are some form of cruel joke. According to this, Arabic takes double the time it takes to learn Urdu for an English speaker. Both languages are totally unrecognizable even if you wrote them in Latin. They have grammatical structures and features that are totally foreign to English speakers. So what if Urdu is Indo-European? It has an intimidating phonology and is filled to the brim with exceptions and imports. English has no retroflex consonants, nor does it have the level of aspiration that you see in any of the Indian languages. Urdu has a shocking amount of sophistication for a language that we barely hear about. So how the f*** is any of this simple exactly? Sure, you can wrap your head around the concepts, but this is a living language, remember? These are just some interesting features I felt like showcasing. If you can actually learn Urdu to complete fluency in just 2,000 hours, brother, listen, you got big things coming up. Join me next week for more custom Wojak thumbnails, which I know is what actually draws the audience.